Hey guys, and welcome back! I'm Simon, bringing you more spoilers from Magic the Gathering's latest set, Aether Revolt. While we all knew Aether Revolt would bring us new Planeswalkers, we just had no clue what surprise appearances Wizards of the Coast had hidden up their sleeve. Sorry, I can't. I just can't drum up hype out of the blue. Of course, we all knew at least 2 Planeswalkers getting cards in this set, even before the first spoilers dropped. We weren't surprised to see a Johnny, and we aren't now that Tezzeret's card's been revealed. Although it lacks the excitement of a surprising new character joining the cast, I think the card itself has enough hype behind it to carry us to launch day. This is Tezzeret the Schemer. 5 loyalty Planeswalker for 2 generic and Dimir colors. +1. Create a colorless artifact token named Ethereum Stone, which has tap, sacrifice this and add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. -2. Target creature gets +X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of artifacts you control. And its ultimate, -7. You get an emblem with, at the beginning of your combat phase, target artifact you control becomes a 5/5 artifact creature. Oh Tezzy, what a strange position you've put me in. I want to love you, I want to use you, but I think you betrayed me. Wow, okay, that got a little creepy. Let's go over this card, which I totally wasn't super attached to or anything, and determine just how strong the Antagonist of Kaladesh and Aether Revolt really is. His +1, pretty simple enough. You get an artifact that you can sack for a mana of any color. He produces Lotus Petals. That's awesome, right? Well, it gets even better, hopefully, when you factor in his next abilities. Because not only do you get a mana of any color, but that effect coming attached to an artifact actually benefits Tezzeret in the long run, such as buffing his -2. The more artifacts you control, the stronger your targeted creature will become. So if you're lacking artifacts, which probably shouldn't happen in any deck this guy finds himself in, then you can just pump out some Lotus Petals, Ethereum Stones, and start bulking your guys up to some insane levels, or, kill him in the process. Of course, this ability isn't the greatest. It only affects 1 creature until end of turn, doesn't give it any evasion or trample, and, limited to a safe level. But still, if it's used on vehicles like Heart of Kiran, it could be devastating to your opponents. And finally, we come to his finale, the grand crescendo of any Planeswalker, his ultimate. For 7 loyalty counters at the beginning of your combat phase, turn an artifact you control into a 5/5 artifact creature. Again, this emblem works amazingly with Tezzeret's +1. Think of the army of 5/5 Ethereum Stones you can create with just this single Planeswalker. Okay, so true, it'll almost never happen, but still, think of the Stone Army. Honestly though, this ultimate, although it goes well with the theme, isn't a game winner like we normally see in Planeswalkers. It's strong, don't get me wrong, but only affecting artifacts means you'll need a deck specifically designed to maximize this benefit every turn. I also don't know how it'll impact artifact creatures. Does it just make whatever that artifact creature was a 5/5? Someone in the comments clarify that for me. Regardless, it's good, but not super OP. But you probably won't be getting his ultimate off very often anyways, so yeah, there's that. So what are my feelings of this card overall? Do I feel betrayed by Tezzeret and Aether Revolt? Well, a little bit, yeah. His loyalty counter to cost ratio is actually pretty good. 5 for only 4 mana costs is pretty solid, certainly above average. But the thing is, you're gonna need every one of them because he has no way to protect himself. This just kills me about Planeswalkers, at least for standard and to some extent limited. The inability to protect itself means it can be a sitting duck when played. Yeah, I wouldn't count on those Ethereum Stones protecting him very much. It's funny because when I first saw the reveals for this card coming through, there was one which misunderstood its -2 ability, believing it gave a creature -X/-X until end of turn rather than +X/-X. When I saw that, I literally cried just a tear or two. It was so majestic and playable. But then, as always, reality hit and of course, it crushed my hopes and dreams. An ability like that would have been an awesome form of removal, along with being a great way to protect Tezzeret itself. I don't even think it would have been too overpowered, but hey, they went with the buff rather than removal, so oh well. This Planeswalker seems to really be pushing a blue-black mid-range artifact/vehicle deck, because only in the mid-game with some protection already set up do I see Tezzeret doing much at all. The mana ramp is of course always welcomed, but in this kind of deck, maybe in Standard in general, you could be making stones just to power up his -2, which is of course a bad sign. The good thing is, he could just be played as like an overrun stick, giving your vehicle some huge numbers and swinging in for lethal, but that's kinda where I see his usefulness ending in Standard and Limited. In a format like EDH, it's actually not horrible, but unlike other Tezzerets we've seen, he doesn't search for an artifact, which would have been really helpful. He may find a spot in some decks, but there may already be better choices out there. So, after coming to terms with everything, I think Tezzeret the Schemer falls woefully short of what I had expected from his new Planeswalker card. Although he can ramp out vehicles and buff up Heart of Kiran, I just don't see him fitting in any current Standard archetype outside of maybe a mid-range, grindy artifact deck. It being so specific to artifacts also kills its potential usefulness in Limited. Sure, you can make your own artifact tokens, but that's slow and awkward. Trust me, I really want to love this card, and there's always hope, especially with Amonkhet coming to Standard in the not too distant future. But as of right now, I'm kinda disappointed in Tezzy. One thing positive I'll say about this card is that the flavor is off the charts. Someone else actually brought this up about the card, but all of its abilities relates to the story of Kaladesh and Aether Revolt. You create the Ethereum Stones, which I think should have been like Aetherlands or something, in order to power up an invention. But if you push it too far, it could fail. Yet, when it's all complete, it'll benefit everything you've made thus far. A grand breakthrough! In that regard, the design of Tezzeret was a complete success, yet that still doesn't help its playability. But, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts on Tezzeret the Schemer in the comments below. What do you see this latest Planeswalker being played in? If you enjoyed the video and want to support the channel, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for all the latest MTG news and spoilers. As always guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time!